suppose I better use the microphone for the people online. So, Luke, so appreciative of the invitation, and it is an honour to be in this room. It turns out that I jumped on a call yesterday, and there were 4 Western Australians on the call on a speed networking thing. I almost said speed dating then. I've been married 33 years, so it wasn't speed dating. On a speed networking, and the first person got on and they said, "Oh God, you again." And I said, "What do you mean?" And they said, "You're omnipotent. You are everywhere at all times to all people." Again. And blow me down, these are 10-minute conversations. The second person jumped on and said, "Oh, you again. You're here again. Everybody's talking about you." And I think that's a good thing. So to John Bellamy and Steve Plummer and my very good friend Kerry Atherton, who are in the room, thank you for the invitation. And if we come up with something tonight that you disagree with, throw something at us. We'd like some feedback in the process. Now, there's not a generation gap here, but there is a little bit of an age gap. Notice that Steve's got a few notes on a mobile phone and I've got mine typed out. So, you know, I'm the old dad joker with a backpack. First thing is this word buntu. Buntu is a derivative of a South African word, and the South African word is Ubuntu with a U in front. Ubuntu was used by Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu, and it means, Kerry, I see you. I recognise you, and I appreciate the fact that you're part of my world. It's about our humanity. And if you tuned into the NRL, there are a few uses of the word Ubuntu during the State of Origin last year. The word buntu, when you remove the U, means people. And we've taken that word, people, and added the tagline, connection with intention. Not spray, pray, pay, spray, and pay, you know those 3 words. This is about connecting human to human, intentionally. And the subtext of our intention is to collaborate on work that matters with people who care to help build purpose-driven businesses. That's what we're on about. So for this evening, yes, what we want to do, the bottom in black writing there, we trade in surprise and delight because we're still human beings. Human beings are still the decision makers in purchasing decisions. Surprise and delight is attractive. It creates activity and response. And if you can surprise and delight an audience and get a response from them, you can render your competition irrelevant. There is nobody on the planet just like you. That's the game, the clear intention of the Buntu team. And for the record, the Buntu team, there's about 10 of us, but the 3 seniors are myself and Steve and a gentleman called Andy Baker, who is our creative director. And some of this work that you'll see on the board behind us tonight is Andy's work. LinkedIn is only one yet significant component of our work. We do all sorts of different things, and thank you, Luke, for the edification there a moment ago. We've built an ecosystem of human-to-human communication around being unreasonably creative, showing up with stunning clarity, and ensuring for us and our clients that we resonate and express ourselves as clearly as we possibly can. What I'm really conscious of right at the moment is there's a bunch of people in this room who are masters at what they do. What I'm looking for as the CEO of this outfit is to find the people on the planet that are really fun to collaborate with. My game is to find 2 + 2 and make it equal 202 as quickly as possible. So if that is of interest to you, we're up to something that's a little bit different. Who's been on LinkedIn in the last 30 days? That's lucky. We were mucked up if they all left their hands down, Steve. I think we're all right. Who believes that that profile of yours, your LinkedIn profile, is fully optimized and leveraged to its absolute maximum? Who thinks that they've got it absolutely perfectly optimized and cranking? Bellamy, what's going on? That's pretty good. All right. Who thinks that the Pareto principle applies? There's probably 80% there. It's pretty damn good. All right, so we've got a few hands in the room. And Kerry, excellent. You must have been hanging around in my environment for a little while. Excellent, very good. What I'd like to share tonight is a little saying from my dad, and then I'm going to start telling a story. My dad, who passed away not just over 12 months ago, had a saying, and he would say to anybody that would listen, and if it was me, it was, Greg, I don't know everything, but by hell, what I do know is right. So, Steve and I don't know everything, but by the hell, what he knows is right. I learned from this guy. Okay, so before I jump into a story and go to the next slide, I will introduce you to Steve. Steve and I have been colleagues for many years, and he has bought real estate and taken up residency inside LinkedIn somewhere. So he's up early every day. He's into learning right at the bleeding edge of what's going on LinkedIn as a platform. And he eats this stuff, he sleeps it, he talks it, he delivers high quality work for and with our clients. And he might not know it all, but he is so dedicated to what we're up to in connecting with intention for people around the world, using LinkedIn as the lever. Very good. So, Steve, thank you for being who you are. All right, I'd like to share this very quick story. This is Ruth. Ruth came to us about 18 months ago now, and Ruth is an aquatic therapist. She works with disabled kids in the water. She's got a research project going on and a desire to expand her work internationally. And she'd chosen as her next port of call, Canada. So she asked us, the royal us, Steve, to help her create some meaningful engagement and a strategy to help her expand that business. And there's two logos there, Specialised Aquatic Therapy or Aquatic Mentors, but to expand that work internationally. Now, the challenge that Steve had with Ruth is that she's been in the water for 42 years. She really knows her stuff, but she's got wrinkly fingers. She doesn't like typing. So all of that marketing stuff is a bit of a pain in the neck for Ruth, but she was looking for collaborators. The process that I'm about to share is simple, but not necessarily easy. Here's what we ended up helping Ruth with. Now, although this is a LinkedIn local event and you are all on LinkedIn, I don't think LinkedIn is the answer to everybody's prayers at all times in all ways. I think we need to get offline and be face-to-face with each other as well, which is why this event is so damn delightful. So what happened was Steve worked with Ruth one-on-one to optimize her profile as best he possibly could. Then we started connecting on LinkedIn, like you all know how to do, by sending connection messages. In this case, it was, "G'day, I'm Ruth. I'm coming to Canada, and you need to have a conversation with me," or some version of that. It was very professionally done. I can't remember what it was. Essentially, she said, though, "I would love to connect to support and follow your work." When people connected, we did something different, remarkable, memorable. In a direct message in LinkedIn, we sent what we called audio digicards. So a card in the direct message that wrote in real time in a little movie as it appeared in that LinkedIn feed with Ruth's voice overlaying the message as it landed with a wax seal on the end of the message. Remarkable, memorable, different. I think there's an advertising tagline in there somewhere, but that's what we did. We waited a week or two, and then we sent a little piece of research of Ruth's all around what she's doing in the water to add to the transformation of young people's lives and young people with challenges. So it's all about children with challenges. Then we sent an interesting message. I think it's an interesting message because I came up with it. And it was a permission for Ruth to share her calendar. So making the assumption that just because you're connected to somebody automatically gives you the right to share your calendar and say, I want to have a chat to you. We asked permission and people responded and said, yeah, sure, send me that calendar link. That's all going on online. But this work is not about being all online. While that's happening, our call team are on the phones, calling the new connections that Ruth had just made on LinkedIn. Now, this is a 6-month process. So they're calling people that are newly connected to Ruth and asking one question. Hi, it's Dom here. I'm a colleague of Ruth's from Specialised Aquatic Therapy. Is this your correct address? And we would have had the address. And the answer was either yes or no. And the second question was, if it's not the right address, would you mind sharing a safe postal address? When we got that address, we'd already pre-produced a handwritten wax-sealed card. We personalised it. Our Canadian distributor put that in the mail. Then the call team member called back a couple of weeks later, asked if the mail had been received and what they thought of the mail. So the point of telling that story is that it is a connection, online, offline, phone, and then there was other DMs and emails as part of the process. So 6 months later, Ruth was standing on a balcony in Calgary in Canada. Minus 35 degrees, colder that week in Calgary than at the North Pole. And she stood on that balcony, and I've seen the photos, and she looked out across a paddock to a building about half a kilometre away with a big white roof. And inside that building were the Canadian leaders of the aquatic therapy industry. She didn't get to start a conversation with those human beings in that building because her daughter introduced them. She got to have that conversation with other people leading this industry around the world because of the work that Steve started and the effort that she put in and consistently showing up as best as possible, human to human. There were lots of conversations with the leaders there. There was a course was changed dates so that Ruth could attend it while she was in Canada. And she's brought that, we'll call it technology, from that organisation back here to Australia, and she continues to lead the way. Not caused by LinkedIn, but certainly facilitated from a cold start in LinkedIn. Pretty ruthless, hey? Nah, very ruthful, very ruthful. All right. So my experience of LinkedIn is not always this, but it's often this. Hi, Greg. I see we're connected to some of the same people. I'd love to connect with you so I can sell you my stuff. It's so boring. It's beige. It's bland. Please don't do it. Come up with something original, different, that edifies, advocates for, points out that you want to support and follow whoever it is that you're connecting with. So let's dig in, and I don't need that paperwork anymore because essentially I'm going to interview Steve, ask him a whole bunch of questions and see where the conversation begins. Oh, so it's already begun where the conversation takes us. How about that? Right. All right, so Steve, I think we're going to have to play tag with the microphone. So in your opinion, what are the 4 levers that we really need to get our heads around if we're going to maximise the use of LinkedIn? 4 key things. Sorry, first key thing, and stop hogging the mic.
All right, thank you. How good was Greg? All right, give him a round of applause for sure. So just before we go, I just wanted to just give you a bit of detail about LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I'm on it all the time. And I just wanted to give you some milestones about this product that's been around for 20 years. On LinkedIn at the moment, You've got 1 billion members with 3 new members and accounts joining every second. You've got 56 million B2B decision makers on there. You've got 17 million opinion leaders. You've got 6 million decision makers, 10 million C-level executives, 58 million registered companies, 22% increase in views and updates on the main feed year on year. You've got 25 increase in public conversations mobile app, and you've got 150% increase in the number of newsletters being published by journalists on there. It is a massive platform. Let me just take you back through the history of LinkedIn, just to give you an idea. In 2003, it was launched to the public by Reeve Hoffman. The initial concept was to create an online version of traditional professional network, a platform for professionals to connect and engage information. We're kind of doing that now. In 2004, LinkedIn introduced the first premium subscription service. That's how they make their money, or one of the ways they make it now. In 2005, LinkedIn launched LinkedIn Groups. Not many people are on them now, but they're actually starting to become a bit popular back now. 2006, LinkedIn also launched a public profile feature. Everyone's got one now. You can see that we'll be talking about the optimization in a minute. 2007, LinkedIn launched its advertising platform. $1 billion a month is what they're generating with their advertising and some of their other subscription products. In 2008, the LinkedIn platform underwent a major redesign, providing more streamlined and user-friendly experience for its members. Thank God it did that. In 2000, I'll just go ahead here. In 2016, LinkedIn announced an acquisition by Microsoft for $26.2 billion. Fast forward to 2024, LinkedIn has continued to grow and evolve, expanding the user base in introduction to new features to enhance professional networking and career development opportunities. LinkedIn is an amazing product. It's a tool that we should all be using if we're in business development. My background is I was part of the leadership team for Red Bull back just on 20 years ago. We ended up getting LinkedIn followers for Red Bull for 1 million followers. So this product is enormous. So one of the main things we wanted to talk about, obviously the 4 levers, is optimizing your profile. It's really important that you have a professional looking profile that's optimized for the algorithm so you can be found on a search. And it also profiles your credibility in the market.
Cool. So the 4 levers though, Steve, and I'll put them all up on the board right now. The 4 levers are to optimize, which is, there's a whole process to that, which you help our clients with. And then to connect and engage. Yep. Which of these 4 do you think are most important? Which ones do we actually need to leverage, or do we need to balance it all out?
All right, definitely, as I said before, you need to optimize your profile. That's the main thing, because that's the main thing that people are looking at if they're making a decision, if they're going to do any kind of business development with you, or just to get a character imprint of who you are. The 3 C's to position you as your authority in the market, I would say, is content. Make sure it's consistent and congruent with your brand DNA. That's an important part. Collaboration. Show up with your brand DNA. Be across all your digital platforms looking the same. And conversions. How to help solve other people's problems. That's why they're on the platform. They're there to either network or learn. So if you can provide great value on that platform, you'll have more brand evangelists around you.
All right. So there's lots of LinkedIn experts in this room and lots of LinkedIn experts watching online. We are not going to pretend that we're going to give you all the clues to optimizing your profile. We've got 6. Steve, talk to us about the importance of the eyes having it. The eyes.
Oh, yeah. So when you've got your LinkedIn profile, one of the main things that you're drawn to when you're looking at someone else's profile is the face, which is the avatar. Now, a lot of people, you might see profiles, sometimes they're non-existent. They're just there as a default blue. Or you might see someone who's got a long shot of their body. The idea is to really zoom up and really capture the essence of the whites of the eyes. As we all know, the eyes are the windows to the soul. If you can really focus and get your eyes to be very apparent and to be profiled, you're going to get a lot more trust value. This is a real know, like, and trust game, and it all starts with the head and with the eyes.
Beautiful. Everybody talks about having a phenomenal LinkedIn banner. What's a dynamic, or what is dynamic banner messaging?
All right. So when you've got your main, we call it a masthead banner. What will happen there is most people might have like a city skyline, or they'll have like a forest or something like that. When someone comes to your profile and they look at three key aspects, they look at your photo, they look at your banner, and they look at your headline to see what you're going to say. The idea with the banner is to actually have a message to market. What you do, how you help, and the result they receive. LinkedIn, and a lot of people might say that they've got a different aspect on this, but I believe your LinkedIn profile is your selling page. If they can actually log into your profile, see your banner, and it is pretty prevalent to what you actually do to help them, you're going to get a lot more people who are going to read further down the profile. So this is really just top of the funnel, getting to understand who you are, how you help them, and why it matters. With LinkedIn, people are always looking at what's in it for them. So the idea is to actually answer their questions as they read down the profile, basically.
And I think one of the clues that, and Steve's taught me this, and I don't think he quite expressed it, is that every time we've got an event coming up, we change the banner. It's new. It's fresh. There's something new happening. We're active. We're out there. We're doing things. We finish the event. We change it back again. So it's a dynamic piece of visual. It's a visual tool that you can keep changing to keep you up to date and relevant and happening. Steve, for a long time, my profile said CEO and founder. Whoopie-doo, there's about 1 billion of them out of the billion on LinkedIn that are going to say something along those lines. What's the importance of having a power and positioning headline other than the official title that you might have? And how does that impact if somebody is looking for CEOs and founders, when they're doing a sales nav search?
So CEO or any other kind of a title, it's great, but there's just a sea of them. So the idea in your power and positioning headline, I like to call it, is actually have how you help them. Very similar to how I explained it in the banner, but I help you do this by achieving this to receive this in this time. If you can sort of have it within the 220 characters, you're going to get a lot more impact. Because the idea, you've only got I might have said this, you've only got 3 to 8 seconds for someone to engage on your profile to decide if they're going to invest their time in you any further. So this is a real formula. So it's the banner, it's the power and positioning headline, and you're going to get them into starting to look further down your profile and invest more of their time into what you're about.
All right, the featured section. No, I haven't fixed mine yet. But the featured section is also another dynamic feature, and you've been working with our clients to really add some juice to the functionality of that featured section to get even more attention. What's some of the tricks that you've got up your sleeve?
Thank you. Some of you might not know that you have a featured section. It's actually it's the second primary visual aspect on your profile. The first is your banner. The second is the featured section. And one of the main things that we teach our clients is to make sure that it's resource rich. That means before someone's going to invest more time or do a one-to-one call, they're going to do a little bit of due diligence on your resources. So within your featured section, you can have multiple slides promoting what you do, but ideally you want to have something of a resource. You want to have a client testimonial, and you might want to have a call to action, like you might have a white paper or you might have a podcast. So that's the featured section where you put 3 ideal resource-rich applications so they can do their due diligence before they start to read further down. And you can see this from top to bottom. They're starting to invest more time, starting to warm to your genius, we like to call it, and it's getting them to start to understand what you do in market and how you can help them more.
So if I had John Bellamy's profile and it said, John is excellent at AI and John is excellent at optimizing LinkedIn profiles and being a really clever guy in business, and John is this, but it's John's profile, that's third person stuff. If every paragraph starts with the word I, wake us up when it's over. So, Steve, in terms of having about sections written in first person, what's the formula?
Thank you. Well, the formula that works for our clients and myself is what we call problem solution outcome. And it's always said it's done in a conversational first person. It's like, hi, I'm Steve. I'm a LinkedIn trainer and contemporary marketing specialist. I help you leverage LinkedIn and how to use that platform. And then I'll go straight into a client testimonial, and I'll actually have a scripted piece within the about section of what an outcome has been for the client. Then I'll go into three problems my clients face, and I'll address that. Then I'll go three solutions to that problem are, and I'll address that. And then I'll have my why I do what I do in market, and then it'll be to connect with me. Just click the blue connect button or follow above. As simple as that. Problem, solution, outcome.
All right, and the last one here. What other people think of me is none of my business. Thank God for that. Because if I tuned into that, I would not be such a happy camper, maybe. So, Steve, what is the significance, even in that context, what's the significance of recommendations on that, on anybody's profile?
Fantastic. So if you look at your recommendations, we're actually quite far down your profile. It's actually one of the most important parts of your profile. It's what we call social proof of everything you've said above is the proof. Now, if you look at your recommendations, number one, make sure it's activated. Number two, make sure that you've got relevant current recommendations of your service, and it should have what it was like to work with you before and then after. And the beauty of this is when you can actually detail these as contemporary coming through, you can actually, LinkedIn, if you have about 5 of these recommendations, LinkedIn gives you a unique URL. You take that unique URL over to some of your marketing collateral, or you might have a linked email, and you'll have it hyperlinked and says LinkedIn recommendations here. So that means in pivotal moments of choice, someone who's looking at your recommendations doesn't have to call your clients and disturb them. It's current. It's got a name, a face, and it's got their job title, and it should have a really glowing recommendation. That's called social proof. So if you can make sure that that's filled out with everything we've said above with the profile, you're going to have, as I said, in pivotal moments of choice, you're going to be highly selected.
Awesome, genius stuff. So, if we're going to use this platform to connect with other human beings, human to human rather than bot to bot or algorithm to algorithm or AI to AI, and no disrespect to the guys in the room or the people in the room, Bellamy and co, that are absolute geniuses in that space, where we want to play is in connecting with those who matter in ways that are going to be heard. Here's my quip. I never want to have a beer with a bot. Never is a long time. I never want to sleep with an algorithm. I don't know what that would be like, but it doesn't sound very fancy. I want to be connected to other human beings, and I want to be connected to other human beings in ways that resonate. So if that connection message of yours is bland and boring and beige, soup it up a little bit. I don't know if Steve ever liked this or not, but for nearly 12 months, my connection request was, hi, Kerry. If you put your pants on one leg at a time, it makes you a human being first and a business person second. I'd love to connect so that I can follow and support your work. Now, in that, there's a whole bunch of interesting psychology. And the main piece is that I made it about them, not about me. And my dad with a dad joke backpacking old fart came to the surface right there at the start. I've had 2 Americans in 12 months say, how dare you? And I went, perfect. You don't have a sense of humor. Goodbye. Steve, talk about connecting with those who matter.
Do you mean a connection request? Yeah. Obviously, a part of your strategy for LinkedIn is getting people to connect with you to get around your orbit. You know, it's funny, this thing here, this mobile device now that everyone's got is almost a television. Okay, so when someone's reading on LinkedIn, they actually feel like they're watching the television, basically. With an outreach connection, it's ideal that you actually have a very, very soft, first gentle outreach connection. I might have something like, hi, I'm Steve. LinkedIn's such a great place to meet people. If I can offer any help, love to support you. Thanks. That's it. I normally get a connection acceptance. Then the second connection might be something like, hey, thanks for connecting. Thought you might like, here's a checklist or 10 points on what LinkedIn, what you can do with the algorithm. And I'm just trying to add value the whole time. So you're trying to warm the relationships of a new connection. When you connect with someone and they connect back, you can see their content and they can see yours. The idea of that is when it comes through the newsfeed on your homepage, you can then engage with them and you can start to build a relationship. This is about networking. It's a relationship building platform. It's a global one. So trying to reach out, add value, bring them closer, and keep, it's called giver's gain, keep giving as much value as you can.
Yeah, keep it. Oh, I clicked too many times. Go back a bit. Steve, the bell.
Yes, the notification bell. Just recently added to the LinkedIn platform only a short while ago. The idea, like the LinkedIn algorithm does a really good job of trying to send you information to your newsfeed, what's going to serve you. But ideally, it's not always going to get the right information to you. So if you can go onto someone's profile that you're enjoying their content and you want to collaborate with them a bit more, you click their notifications bell. What that does is that sends their top content directly into your notifications. Doesn't stop there. Then actually through the daily, you go into their notifications and you'd either engage with them or you'd remove that notification, take that back to zero. The idea is if you can actually work through the notifications, that's a very big, powerful business development opportunity. Once again, not transacting anyone, offering value. How can you help?
Beautiful. Steve, talk about responding quick to DMs or responding to content, really. We're talking about responding to connections. Sorry, don't let that language.
Oh, you making a video in a DM?
Yeah. Okay. So no, what I'm talking about really is responding to content. Yep. So commenting on.
All right. So ideally, when you actually see some coming through your newsfeed again, when you see someone's post, the best thing to do is to actually engage and support them. It actually supports the algorithm. So rather than just saying a like and saying that's great, spend time to tag them back in so they get notified that you've actually read it, and then give a really good valuable sentence and give some of your insight to why that meant what it did to you in that content. It's very good for the algorithm. It stimulates that better, but it also shows your intent. Because what happens when someone posts, no one wants to be the first to comment. But if you can get in there and give some support, tag them in so they see that, and then give some great insight, you'll start to warm the relationship. And what happens is every time that more and more people engage on that content piece in the comments, the more that you re-enter that comment and give more insights, all those people in that thread will get an email that the conversation's still open. So you'll get more people looking at your profile.
Igniting group messages. Keep the conversation going.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just saying. To jump back into the comments and make sure you keep the conversation going. The more that you can keep the conversation going, it's helping the author who's just published it to get more algorithmic reach.
Great. Creators and top voices. Why are they important?
They're important because they're opinion leaders. Thought leaders have a different experience on LinkedIn. I think we had a top voice here before, didn't we? Yeah. It's just finalised now, hasn't it, after 30 days? Yep. Yeah, wonderful. Look, LinkedIn, I really do believe that thought leaders have a far more greater experience on there. And the reason is because I have a concept called 10 before 10. One of the things to do is actually do 10 things on LinkedIn before 10 a.m. Get into the process of jumping in there. It could be reaching out to 10 people. It could be checking your messages, 10. You could be looking at your notifications, going through 10. Just a nice, simple 10 before 10. I think we're going to talk about it a bit later. But you've got to have consistency and congruency on this platform.
Okay. Yes, thank you. All right, so the flavour that I'm picking up, even listening to Steve, is that this is very much human to human. We can leverage the algorithms, but we're talking in all of these points about connecting with the human being, well, hopefully the human being that's put the effort into making that connection with you, and that human being that's putting the content out there. Steve, can you just share the tech around getting videos and voice messages sent? And maybe we even get time to practice that in messaging.
Do you mean DMs? All right. I'm not sure how many people use their direct messages, but what a powerful way to do it is to actually engage with personalization. So in your phone, you can actually record a message, direct message. So if you were to reach out after you've been getting a text message in to give an audible text message and say thank you very much, I received that, or whatever the case is, it's a nicer, more human, personalised way to receive the message back. So there's texting, but the voice messages with a video or audible is very powerful.
Let's do one. Let's do one. Can you please teach people how to do that?
Okay. All right, let's do this together. So if you go into your mobile app, if you were to, well, you'd have to actually search for someone first, wouldn't you?
Yep. So choose somebody if you'd like to send a message to.
I'll do it to Kerry. Okay, so what you do is once you go down, once you open that up, go into messages, the blue button at the top. Then you'll click inside. You can either you've got the paperclip. So your document, you've got your menu. You can send document, take a photo or video, select media for library. So these are all the drop-down menus you can actually personalize there, or you can actually send on the other side. You've got your microphone. You can hold to record, and you hold down. And you say, "Hi, Kerry. Great to meet you tonight. Look forward to connecting. Thanks and best wishes on your books." And then she'll receive that, and there it is, a personalised message.
Okay, did anybody miss that? Do we need that done again? A few people saying yes, so just do it once more.
All right, so what you do is you go to the universal search bar at the very top of your LinkedIn, of your profile. You select someone, one of your connections, and then when it brings up their profile, you've got a blue message button. You activate that, and then on the right-hand side, you've got a little microphone icon. You click that, and it opens up, and it says hold to record, slide to cancel, and then you keep your finger on that as you record, hold it away 20 centimetres, and give a nice personalised message.
Have a video message too.
Now on the other side, you had the paperclip. It had the drop-down menu, had send a document, take a photo or video. We're going to do that one. So we're going to select take a photo or video. We're going to hold up the phone. We're going to select video, and then you can just record it. Once again, it's a message, personalised, but this time it takes a video with it, and it's a very organised, personalised video. Great. Anyone any questions with that one?
Questions? Ready, start.
Let me give you another one. This is a really good idea. We'll talk about this later. One thing what happens with the LinkedIn algorithm, and when you're posting in the newsfeed, the idea sometimes is to get a really great content piece with good real estate in the graphic. If you go onto your phone, exactly onto the messages and click post, can anyone see you've got a little post icon down the middle, down the very bottom?
Just slow down. Yeah. Just do that again. So we're talking about.
Yep. So we're on our phone. We've got these four icons. In the middle one, it's a post. It's where you normally do a post, right? If you go to where it's got the little picture image, sorry.
Let me hold this.
Yeah, sorry. You just go to where it's got the plus sign, click the template, and it says, what do you want to talk about? That's when you can actually script a message in there. What we do with our clients is we go to Google reviews, we grab their Google reviews, and we actually repurpose them in here with little quotation marks. And then before we post that, we actually write some good content in the body about how we actually got those, or how our clients got that Google review. But when you post this, the real estate that this template gives you is quite large, and it's unseeable. Like, it's absolutely, yeah. So This is a great way to put content up onto LinkedIn through your mobile, through the template, and the real estate of this graphic, especially with the actual texting, is large and it's unbelievable how big it is. So that's why you want to try and create a post for tomorrow using this template graphic. You've got different colors, but yeah, when it comes through the news feed, it's large. Sure can. So you've got your main news feed on the phone. In the middle icon, it's got a post with a little plus symbol. Click that. Then on the very far right hand side, you've got a plus symbol. Click that. And out of all the templates, you've got media. Click media, and it has a scripted message with different color variations. Now you can either just type in what you want to talk about there, or you can actually repurpose a testimonial or Google review you've got and put that in there and upload it. When you actually post that tomorrow, you'll see how big that real estate is in the newsfeed. It's really, really, it's quite, it's a wow factor for most of the clients.
Let's pause. Let's give you a minute to finish what you want. That little piece was about connecting human to human. Now, what about leveraging content that actually engages? So we have a client, and we love this client. Like, we really do. He's a special human being. But in his DNA, it is impossible for this gentleman to do anything other than post a pitch. He sells at every second word. And I've heard him in Steve's ear complaining that his posts are not getting the traction that we promised. Steve, what's going on?
So, excuse me, I've been talking so much. Look, your content is there to show what your thought leadership in market. What you don't want to do, because there's many people who are trying to get attention on the platform, and you've got limited amount of time. So what happens is when you're formatting your content, you'll notice that you have a little bit of a script that says "see more." Well, that idea of that is to have a very good engaging headline. So if someone doesn't want to read that or continue through further, they won't click see more. It triggers the algorithm. So the idea is to have what's called a hook. It's a really engaging part. So you have a hook, then you do what's called smart formatting. You might have two spaces. So you click down twice. So you've got the hook, which is 90% of what your content's about. You should be advising the reader. You leave a space, then you have what's called a rehook. So it's an extra part of what that content will be about, just to hook them in. And then they'll click the see more button. That triggers the algorithm and says that this reader wants to see more of that content, which is the idea. You're teaching the algorithm and the machine to send you more of what you want to read. Then you need to format that content so it's nicely spaced. People on LinkedIn don't read paragraphs and structures. They like it wide open, so it's easy to scan, right? And that's why formatting on mobile is important, because they're so small, those screens. With people scanning, they need to get to the bottom of what your content's about.
Awesome, that's good. So we just jumped ahead a little bit. So spacing is important. What about posting and ghosting? Because that does feel a hit and run sometimes, like what?
Yeah, look, picture this. When you post anything on LinkedIn in the content, it's like you're presenting on stage, right? So you present on stage, that's your content. Now, what you don't want to do is when the audience is applauding and putting their hand up and wanting to ask you questions, you turn and walk off stage. So it's really important that when you post and someone comments, that you go back into the comments and you tag them in and say, thank you very much. Thank you very much for contributing, or whatever it is, and then give another paragraph of why what they said was important. And then hopefully they'll then get tagged and say, oh, wow, yes, and they'll reply to you. And that is really setting the algorithm into a frenzy, because they love communication. You know, LinkedIn's all about knowledge sharing. That's what it's about.
A few times you've mentioned the algorithm. Keep harping on about the human to human. What's more important, capturing the human eye and the human imagination and the human this, or stimulating the algorithm? What's more important, or what's the gig?
Both. Obviously, you want to have an engaging story. You want to have something that's adding value to the reader. but you've got to keep the algorithm stimulating, because you need to teach the algorithm to send. You are the algorithm. What you're engaging on and you're liking and reacting to is telling the algorithm to send more of that to you. Ideally, LinkedIn is a corporation. They want to keep you on the platform, right? So they don't want to see you leaving to other platforms and doing other engagement.
All right, we jumped. Steve jumped ahead a little bit there, and he started talking about this hook idea and the re-hook idea. And I picked a few out of my feed. Some of these are mine, and some of them belong to others. But here's a few examples of content that hooks and then re-hooks. The easiest way to find clients on, this is the easiest way to find clients on LinkedIn. And it's actually a $0 investment. Hook, rehook. The internet has become the dumpster of content slime, according to Amazon Web Services. I picked that out of an article and used that recently. Are you fat? What I mean is, are you info obese? Are you suffering info obesity? The drill, the hole, the hook, the portrait. That's not the end of it. Recently, I ate a kid's meal at McDonald's, and his mother was furious, so she chased me into the car park. So, we've been given a 5-minute warning, Steve. So, let's jump ahead here a little bit. Visual Velcro to grab attention, and you did jump ahead to that and shared how to use that template by hitting the post button in the middle of somebody's profile, in the middle of your profile. Awesome. A succinct format, you want to be taking the lead and being the thought leader. The podcast that you're keeping track of at 3 o'clock in the morning, which astounds me still, means that you're leading the way because you are keeping up with the thought leaders, and you are a thought leader in your own right. What are you doing in the thought leader space yourself, and then helping your readership, your connections with? In your case, Steve, length matters. So get to the point. So you want short, sharp content that is easy to digest. Dwell time. Talk about dwell time.
Yeah, people realise that a lot of people who weren't engaging on LinkedIn were still seeing the content but not doing anything about it. They're called the silent majority. So they weren't reacting, they weren't liking, they weren't engaging or anything like that. So LinkedIn realised, I think it was not in 2022, that it will start to time as your content post comes through the viewer's screen. It'll start to time dwell time, which means as they slow down and start to read the hook and the rehook and then hit that see more button, it's timing. So if you can get someone to read your content that's a minute long, that means the algorithm's timing that whole thing. So that's working on dwell time. So what really works well for dwell time is videos, because they're staying in your post longer. Carousel or document PDFs. Every time that they're reading one slide of that PDF that's sliding along carousel and they're hitting that arrow button, that's triggering the algorithm to say, send more of this content to this person. So if you can do more of those carousel posts would be ideal. And also pose a question at the end of your content if you can, because you want to have the engagement happen in the content. And I've been working on a thing, I'm not sure if we're going to talk about it, called LinkedIn Signature. But I want you to have a play around with the LinkedIn Signature at the bottom of your content. Introduce yourself. Tell people what you do and how they can see more of your content by ringing your bell. It's called one less click. Trying to get them not to go back to your profile and read it, but after you've published some great content, they can see where your specialty and genius lies within the post.
Beautiful. And we're going to flick right ahead here. There's a slide that we're going to miss. And I want to talk briefly about My Most Trusted and the version that Luke has white labeled for this group. So this is the second last slide. What is My Most Trusted? So there is a big My Most Trusted and there is a white label My Most Trusted. What is it about? Why is it important? And why are we teaching our clients to leverage the heck out of the community within the community?
So My Most Trusted is a phenomenal, it's got about 30,000 members on it at the moment, and it's really a replica of of LinkedIn. So it's the same ripple of LinkedIn. And the idea of it is to actually you can connect with your first degree connections on LinkedIn, but then move them across to My Most Trusted as your inner circle, your most trusted advocates. And from there, you can start to do what we call genuine introductions through warm introductions. The good thing about LinkedIn, it's a phenomenal platform. As I said, 20 years old, doing lots of great stuff, but it's not your asset, it's not my asset. So the idea is to build your community on LinkedIn, then remove them off to either My Most Trusted or to an email nurturing sequence, because that is your asset.
I like being complimented. I think most of us do. And when we can do that for each other on this huge platform, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. But if you can find a way to advocate for, to mutually edify other human beings, they're going to like you and they're going to want to hear more from you. My Most Trusted is one way of being able to achieve that. Comment?
Yeah. What I would suggest also, has anyone played around with the kudos post, which is called a celebration post? So what, I don't know if we've got time to do one. I love the kudos post. It's one of those celebration posts. LinkedIn is a two-way street. It's great to post about what you're doing in market and celebrating what you're doing, but it's very good to actually put someone else on and celebrate their wins in market, because sometimes us Aussies, tall poppy syndrome, don't want to talk about the things we've done. So with a kudos post, the good thing about it, it gives you 10 templates, making an impact, doing a great job, whatever the case you decide to choose. One thing it does really well is it tags the person that you're giving this great celebration to, so they have a massive dopamine hit. Then you actually write a very good sentiment of what they mean to you in business, and then also you'd have a hashtag that has hashtag kudos post. What works really well is when you do these posts, your little tile avatar with your power and positioning headline sits right next to it. So you've shown the market that you've got good human virtues, you're celebrating someone else in market, so they're seeing that, but also they can see your little avatar, and the next button, a call to action, says view this profile. So it's a good way of bringing people into your profile, because you've just done a very good thing by putting someone else on and celebrating their wins in market.
All right, so this man could talk underwater for another week about this topic. Some of that's been mentioned, but I want to flick to this last slide. So the thoughts tonight are really oriented around the thought of remaining a human being and connecting human to human, not simply business to business, and leveraging offline and online tools to make things happen in terms of building not a one-night stand, but a long-term healthy marriage of forever. That's the game, long-term healthy relationship building. And whether you choose to leverage just a digital platform like LinkedIn, or you combine LinkedIn with an offline strategy, handwritten, wax-sealed, beautifully designed, maybe a dad joke, in order to stimulate a response that is, a stimulus that is worthy of a response, I think that's B2B marketing, human-to-human marketing 2024. There are 2 QR codes on the wall. I'll talk about the one on the left-hand side first. We are working with a lady by the name of Tracy Eaton, who is a well-known international artist. We've co-created, Tracy's led it, and we've joined her in a coalition between Tracy Eaton, Buntu, and Destiny Rescue to raise money to secure children, we're talking 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, mainly girls, out of sex slavery around the world. Please click on the QR code if that is of interest. There are a couple of important things happening in that. On the 8th of June at HOTA, so the House of the Arts on the Gold Coast, there is a black tie dinner fundraiser. We would love to fill the table, Luke, if that was appropriate, with human beings from this LinkedIn local group. It is an invitation, and yes, it's going to cost you a few $100s to invest in somebody else's life in a real way. The whole project you can read about on the website. It culminates with Tracy's artwork around this project being exhibited at the Oscars in 2025. So we're playing big. We're taking this work right into the space that many people have told me, and I'm not making an accusation, but Hollywood and that part of the world, I've been told, has stimulated some of this trade around the world. So we're taking it right to the lion's den because we believe in other human beings and doing our best to look after them. So if you would like to engage, you can talk to Steve or I or Tracy. Come and grab a card. I'll talk you through what it is that we're up to. I love this man. He is an absolute genius, and he hangs his head and says, Greg, please don't say that every time I say it. If you would like some support with your LinkedIn profile, there are two main ways to engage. One of our services we call Magnify You. If you click on that or photograph that, scan that QR code, you get taken to a page called Magnify You. Steve runs a 6-week, 1 hour a week course that you can repeat as many times as you like over 6 months. There's a tiny, tiny investment to be made in that to have this man teaching a group of people who want to engage how to get their LinkedIn profiles all-star. It's massive, massive value for tonight and tonight only. And this isn't rushed to the back of the room. This is simply, I want to make this offer because of Luke's generosity. If you would like to attend that, it is $997 to attend. We will offer 3 2-for-1 offers. So if you can get together with somebody and you'd like to engage with Steve on Magnify You, which starts next Monday, the 11th of March at 1 p.m. Queensland time, we'll do a 2-for-1. So whoever registers, so that means 3 people would register, and you would bring a friend with you. Just let us know who the friend is, grab Steve's card, communicate with him, connect with him on LinkedIn, and let him know that that's happening. If that gets all messy, we'll be generous, not stingy in that whole process. As I'm saying it, I haven't thought that all the way through. But there is a 2-for-1 offer. If you can bring 2 of you for price of 1, $997, engage, go to the portal, pay the money, tell us who's coming with you, and Steve will be there front and center on Monday afternoon, online, on Zoom, to deliver massive value for 6 weeks in a row. And there is a bonus 7th week. Luke, deeply appreciative. Thank you so much for the honour of having us here tonight. And to you folks, thank you for being geniuses at what you're up to.